the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele. We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles. Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Turned it around with a reversal.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize? As was set up in the corner of the ring. High-level ability being shown with each of these counters. Getting positioned on the top rope. Perched in a dangerous position up top. It's about to get worse from here. Superplex! Man! When all else fails, sometimes you just have to go the high-risk and hopefully high-reward route.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan. When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here. Incoming! Nobody home. Oh, he got him! Is he gonna lock this in? Targeting the shoulder with the claw. This is the moment when you're desperate. Escape and a takedown. Oh. The animal has to be elated to be in the steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier. Oh, Peter Maivia has something brewing. Landing on the spine.
Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
A non-stop flurry of offense from him.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief. He quickly gets out of dodge. Like a brick wall running into you. Attack to the midsection. Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the animal. That unraveled on George.
Boom!
George the Animal Steele might be...
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. Targeting the arm, holding on for dear life. Looking to break or able to punch his way out. Headlock applied, toss their opponent.
Picked up and being carried around now.
Face first into the cage. Bam! Tagged with a punch.
These two trading one blow after another. What a counter by Peter Maivia.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Uh-oh, headbutt. Nothing fancy there. Maivia just dominated the animal with... That one.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major... hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here? A stump puller. Stretching and bending the leg. There's the tap. There's the tap. Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia. George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
Is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently. And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation taking place tonight as Nia Jax and Lyra Valkyria face off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament.
The irresistible force has been on a tear recently, and Nia believes the crown already belongs to her.
As for...
And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Sent outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Front slam.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Propped up in the corner.
Oh, headbutt.
Nothing pretty about that. In the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here. Feet tied up, has to be feeling vulnerable here. Stuck in the tree of woe and just having their face stomped.
And at this point, Nia just... punishing Lyra.
This is exactly the pace the irresistible force likes.
It's a Samoan drop.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its... Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen. Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry. It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now pissed off, Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Oh, are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
Yeah, Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
Corey, Austin has been out of in-ring action for nearly a year. Does any possible ring rust factor into this match?
Well, maybe if this actually was a match, but this isn't about arm drags. It's not about drop kicks. This is a fight, and there is never any rust on Stone Cold when it comes to fighting. Disrespecting the competition. We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight. Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. Well, right now it's Rikishi doing the brawling. Rikishi's disdain for Austin looks greater than even we anticipated.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
And we know how despicable Rikishi has been, but to throw vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer.
Well, hell hath no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight.
Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
Punch finds its mark.
Boom! Good defense from him. Austin wards the attack off. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary. A pipe
From way up.
diving double axe handle. Can Austin weather this storm, guys?
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
Here's Austin sent hard to the outside. Now count out as he takes things out of the ring. And he has an answer for Rikishi.
Opportunity now for Austin to capture some momentum.
Could be exactly the fire starter the rattlesnake needed.
And Rikishi enjoy. Now he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far. at this point.
I don't think the ref... Uh-oh.
Rikishi driver.
Rikishi got all of it.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Looking for the pin. Fights out at 2.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
No one can.
Goes into the corner. Oh, flattening the opposition.
And he fights it off.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match. Headbutt by Rikishi. Oh,
Rikishi getting his opponent in position.
Turn out the lights. The party is over.
Shaker.
And Austin is out.
And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this fight, Rikishi!
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a 3-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga!
a title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
As Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight, but if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just the result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Oh, no, 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 no! Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
And now thrown back into the ring, ascending the ropes.
From the top. Oh, man, he landed rough there. Ooh, what a forearm.
Pulls their opponent in, belly to belly. Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's
Takeoff.
crash landing. Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
Claw in the face, is this necessary?
Ripping at the eyes.
There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
And an elbow.
Umaga proving to be a relentless super heavyweight, determined on becoming the WWE champion tonight.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry.
And with the attacks Umaga has been delivering, you have to think about internal injuries mounting on Cena now. Placing him in the corner here.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look out!
A headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have taken over.
Go for the win here.
shoulder up even before a 1 count.
Are you kidding me? Not even a 1 count.
Moves from the ring to the outside.
Evasive maneuvering there. Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed to hurt his opponent.
Having no conscience is what has set Umaga apart. If he gets confused and the bloodthirst takes over, that's where Estrada becomes useful by directing Umaga back to the ultimate goal.
I think Umaga just doesn't know when to stop attacking. He has no sense of what it means to pull back on the reins, so to speak. They look in his eyes. This isn't going to be good. He's got nasty plans.
And now we're just looking at a pile of wreckage out here.
This is absolute pandemonium. I don't think it's going to get any more sane from here on out.
Cena's getting dominated.
Cena has no response for Umaga's.
We're seeing why they call him Big Mac John.
And the greatest of all time, John Cena, the 16-time world champion.
Man.
John Cena looking for you can't see me. And then the pad cover.
We're going to shut this down.
He breaks the pin before a 1 count.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it. Counter after counter.
John Cena.
Hey! Did the champ just close this out?
Shoulders are down.
How?
Kicking out at 1 after that is unheard of.
And Cena has a stunned look across his face, but he's going to have to refocus and throttle up right away.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Belly to belly.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
Champ's down. This one's for everything.
Not sure what the plan is here.
He's not ready for this to end.
This'll do it. Umaga.
Samoan spike.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Oh, he kicked out.
The title still hanging in the balance.
Resilience of a champion on display.
And I think we all know this is only going to make a monster like Umaga even angrier.
Umaga's gonna fly.
Samoan splash. Turning it into the pin.
2. New champion and undefeated champion.
Here is your winner and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
An incredibly impressive showing from Umaga tonight. Absolutely leveling John Cena in a savage display of dominance.
Will Cena come looking for a rematch? Only time will tell. But for now, this is Umaga's moment. He is your WWE Champion.